escucha, pero dice no. No. Oh, let's go. Go back to bed. Go back to bed. It's time to sleep. Go. Go. See what's stupid boy. Go down. 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 Good night. Don't come out. If you come out, easy ahead. Sleep. Close them out.
There were incidences of people being slapped, physical restraint, people using a chair to pin people to the floor. One woman was soaked with a glass of water, sprayed in the shower and then left outside in the cold. Painful restraint techniques, there was taunting, hair pulling, eye gouging and verbal abuse.
Located on an industrial estate on the fringes of Bristol, this private hospital looks after people with learning disabilities and autism. By secretly filming inside the unit, the BBC found staff out of control.
You know that I don't let you get away with it.
And patients suffering. The parents of one victim had no idea any of this was going on.
She's trusted these people in there and what are they doing to her? Uncle, Mum! I never thought she was treated like that. Not in a million years.
It's the sort of abuse that was prevalent decades ago when the learning disabled were kept in large asylums. It was supposed to stop when they were shut down. Clinical psychologist Andrew McDonnell viewed the footage.
Where's the therapy in any of this? I would argue this is torture.
13 members of staff have now been suspended and patients moved to safety. The police have launched an investigation. Castlebeck, the company that runs Winterbourne View, has issued an unreserved apology. It's also set up independent reviews of its 56 homes and hospitals and is examining all patient records for any concerns. Paul Kenyon, BBC News.
The 11 members of staff who were caught on camera abusing severely disabled patients during an undercover BBC Panorama investigation at a South Gloucestershire private hospital have been sentenced this morning. The staff have admitted 38 charges of either neglect or ill treatment between.
Wayne Rogers was described as the ringleader in court. He was seen slapping, verbally abusing and threatening patients. He pleaded guilty to 9 charges of ill treatment and was jailed for 2 years. Alison Dove admitted 7 charges and was jailed for 20 months. She was heard saying that one of the residents loved pain. Dove was seen pouring water over the patient, threatening her and squirting shower gel in her face. The court also saw footage of Graham Doyle manhandling the same patient. He covered Simone Blake with a sheet as another carer pinned her to the floor with a chair. He slapped her over the head with his gloves and poured water over the patient before claiming she'd wet herself. He admitted 7 counts of ill treatment and was given 20 months. Michael Ezeanaghu, who forced paracetamol into Miss Blake's mouth during one of the incidents, admitted 2 counts of ill treatment. His 6-month jail term was suspended for 2 years, and he's been ordered to carry out 200 hours of unpaid work. And Jason Gardner was given 4 months, suspended for 2 years after admitting 2 charges of ill treatment.
In the 21st century, places like Winterbourne View should not exist. They should be closed and more local services developed. Viewing the footage shown in court this week has been distressing and extremely harrowing for families. The guilty parties were only charged with offences shown on the Panorama programme, and it would be naive to believe that this monstrous behaviour had not been continuing for a very long time. We'd like you to remember that our children have suffered greatly, and it will take a long time for their physical and mental scars to heal.
Gladys Wright was 79 and suffered from Alzheimer's. But this was how she was treated at the Granary Care Home near Bristol. In pictures filmed secretly by her son, staff repeatedly abused her. Today, Daniel Baines, Janusz Salnikov and Tomasz Gieraszewski were sentenced for ill treatment and neglect.
She was a lovely woman.
Gladys Wright's son Jim says what he saw happen to his mother broke his heart.
I was absolutely disgusted. Nobody should have to go for it, and anybody, full stop, but certainly not someone that's fragile and unable to report the abuse. It's disgusting.
Were you just some nasty, aggressive in life?
The abuse continued for months. Here, Baines limbers up for this. A nasty pinch or punch.
Shaw Healthcare, who run the granary here, say the 3 convicted men are not typical of their staff. But the family of Gladys Wright say it's now time for all care homes in Britain to install cameras to protect their residents.
This is the latest in a long line of cases exposing care home abuses, with campaigners saying standards are still not good enough.
We cannot protect our old people what we've got. Everybody knows it. Nobody's doing anything about it. We are pretending that we've got safety and security, and the reality is we do not.
As Baines was led away tonight, Gladys Wright's family said the final few months of her life were filled with indignities in the place she was supposed to be cared for. Duncan Kennedy, BBC News, in Bristol.